Hold up. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the stream of 14-line volts. Today we are in Minneapolis on the campus of St. Kate's, starting our first match of the tournament. Apologies for the late start here, but we're on the way playing Minnesota Select. Good swing by Christopherson, even things up at 1. Alright, we are currently at the Fiesta tournament hosted by the Coco Row Volleyball Club, located out of the city's area. Mentioned before, we are playing Minnesota Select 14-1 team. A little mistimed set there. Select takes a 3-1 lead. Our girls are wearing their Volt pink today. Long serve by Minnesota Select makes it 3-2. Minnesota Select. Aubrey Tisber back to serve. The overpass goes out of bounds, giving Volt their third point of the match and tying things up. Tisber back for her second serve. Nice touch at the net. Piper Uwaji peppering it back. Select does a fine job covering it. A little bump set from Aubrey Tisber, dug up by Minnesota Select. The outside hitter for Minnesota Select. Sends one over. Noah Kichocho on the back row swing. Sends it pretty long for the Minnesota Select point. Number 3 back to serve for Select. And a Howard with a bump set to Christopherson. A good swing dug up by Select. Tip play covered well by Emma Howard. Catches Minnesota Select off guard. Tying things up at 4. Christopherson back to the serve. Another miscue on the pass gives Cody Christopherson her first ace of the match. Cody's back to serve. Again, gives the libero for Minnesota Select a hard time. A miscue on the pass makes it 2 aces in a row for Christopherson. The tip by Select, covered by Emma Howard. Christopherson to Bryn Jensen Volts. And a miscue on the Minnesota Select side. Finds the ball in the middle of the court for a Volt point. 7-4 now, Volt. Christopherson again with the serve. Volt seems to be taking advantage of some miscues in the passing. A little off time with the sets on the Minnesota Select side. Making a little run of our own here. Number 12 for Minnesota Select from the right side has a nice swing. Cuts it back for a Select point here. 8-5 now for Volt. 17, number 17 back to serve for Select. Coach pass to Christopherson, out to Emma Howard. Doesn't quite get over the net. The call is 4 touches on the Volt side, giving Select a point. 8-6 now. A little miscommunication from our back row. Sends the ball out of bounds on the touch. Narrows the gap here. Makes it an 8-7 lead for Volt. Tough serve, mishandled by Aubrey. Sends it long off the touch. Ties things up at 8. Volt girls need to get one pass here. Try to get back in the system. Get this ball back in control. Just a hair wide on the serve. Looked pretty close. Nonetheless, it is out of bounds, giving Volt a 9-8 lead. Harper Euler now in to serve for Ben Vincent Volt. Free ball back to us. Gives us an opportunity for the great swing by Emma Howard on the right side. Finds the gap right in the center of the defense there for a 10-8 lead. Harper Euler now back to serve again. Nice serve by Harper, gives her first ace of the match. Giving Volt an 11-8 lead. Back and forth action there, finds the outside swinging arm of Nola Kichocho, finds a hole in the back corner. A lot of system play. But we get the points regardless. Looks like we found a little bit of a gap in their defense. Free ball sent over, covered by Harper Euler and Christopherson with a nice middle set. And a big swing. They were hoping for a touch. But the call is long, unfortunately. Good swing by Piper. Just a hair long. Making it 13-9 Volt. Number 1 for Minnesota Select back to serve. Serve just right in the middle of the seam. A little miscommunication between Harper and Aubrey. The ball's deflected out of bounds for an ace. 13-10 for Volt. That was a nasty serve by number 1. It's got a little bit of a side spin and it's also dying at the end. Giving our girls a little bit of a headache on the return here. Let's see if we can get one good pass. And she switches it up. Bit of a floater there. Making it for a tough return. Narrowing the gap again back to 1, 13-12 Volt. Dealing with the pass, Christopherson, one-hand tips. Covered by Minnesota Select, swing by Nola Kuchocha covered. Now Harper digging up from this from the serve from Minnesota. Select. And the following swing by Emma Howard finds a gap there for a Volt point. Good swing by Emma Howard from the right side. Piper Luwaji now back to serve. And an ace for Piper. Gives Volt a 15-12 lead. That one was dancing a bit. Feels like it was going deep, and at the very end dives for an ace. Bit of an overpass by Minnesota Select. Howard tries to kill it. Recovered by Minnesota Select. Another swing by Emma Howard. Recovered well. Select with a swing from the middle. Finds some alleyway. Cross court sideline. Nice swing by the middle. Makes it 15-13 now, the lead for Volt. Number 32 back to serve for Minnesota Select. Up here with a nice pass to Christopherson. Sends it outside to Nola Kuchocha. Good swing, but covered nicely by Minnesota Select. The outside swing by the Minnesota Select hitter goes into the net for a Volt point. 16-13 now, Volt. Emma Howard back to serve. Kuchocha with a little tip. Missed time to jump off the set. Finds a way to execute. Chips it right in front of the back row defenders for Minnesota Select. Emma Howard back to serve again. Nice dig by Aubrey Tisler. Just Select a free ball. They cannot do anything with it as they send the tip wide, making it an 18-13 lead for Volt. Emma Howard still serving.